writing the code. So we are using a file, specific file. Today we'll divide that file into multiple files. Okay, we are going to do that, but before that I just need to switch to the code. Code file name is this. Let this open in a browser. So we have a file. So the file on the left side loads the page, and the file on the right side is for writing the code. So in the previous class we have created a few pages, 4 pages, and today we are going to create our final page, and also we are going to divide the program into multiple files. Okay, let's do that. So let me do that. So I'll just start writing it, but before that, the final thing that we are going to do is we need about us page. We have about us here. So in the select box we have this list, okay, which is about us. So we are going to write construct else if the page equal to about us. Okay, in that case we want to run a function called about and feedback. This is the function we want to run. However, this function is not there. We are going to code this function slowly, little by little, and you should understand most of the content today we are going to place on about page and feedback pages, the text content. So we are going to use header write function very frequently. Okay, so let's do that. So let's start writing the code for about. So we are going to write a page. So the page is a function. A function is about and feedback, which is actually a function. Okay, in one sense it is actually function. So the first thing we are going to place today is title. Okay, so title. So the title is about and feedback. So this is the title. So let me place the title here. Always rerun. So you can see about and feedback. And after that, we will have a small write up. So we are going to use third level heading. So welcome. Let me use multi-line string. Okay. So welcome to the about and feedback page. Learn more about this application. Learn more about this application and share your feedback with us. Okay, so this is what we want to have here. Okay, let me save this, and you can see the change immediately. Now we'll have a about section. Okay, this is just a page title and a small write up, but let's have about section. About section. So we are going to place an header. We are already familiar with all these tags. It will place the header about this application. About this application. So I'm going to do again a small write up here. So, and in this write up, I'll just put some text like this application is a multi-functional tool designed using the Python libraries. Okay, design using the Python libraries. It provides features such as data dashboards, okay, AI, ML models, interactive tools, and more. Interactive tools and more. So right. So let's write one more paragraph. Whether you are a data enthusiast, uh, a machine learning practitioner, okay, or just someone exploring tech, this app has something for everyone. So this is what we write about this app. Okay, small write up. So you can see the application immediately. Just save it. You don't need to rerun anything. Okay, right. So let's have little formatted text. So I'm going to create a heading, and under the heading we'll write some points. Under each point we are going to highlight the keywords. Okay, so let me do that. Right, so this is little different. So now the first thing is the key features. The key features, this is a heading. Key features is a heading, third level heading, key features, and under that we'll write a bullet point. Okay, and the first thing is data dashboard, which will dashboard. So we will emphasize data dashboard. That means we'll format the data dashboard as a bold text. Okay, explore and visualize your dataset interactively. Okay, your dataset interactively. This is the first point. Then we have a second point, that is AIML models. Okay, right. So AIML models, experiment with regression, classification, okay, and clustering models. Okay, right. And then interactive tools. Interactive tools. So you just have to wait how the text is formatted. So perform uh, text analysis, image processing. That's what we did in the previous class, and calculations. Okay, right. After that, user-centric uh, design. So that's what we did yesterday. Okay, so intuitive interface and with engaging visuals, engaging visualizations, engaging visualizations. And in the next slide, just now you see how text will be formatted. You can see how the text is nicely formatted without using any HTML tags. Okay, so you can see how it is formatted beautifully. So this is the beauty of using this. Okay, so even though it appears very simplistic, but beautifully it is formatted. Okay, so right, so this is called markup language. Just like HTML markup language, there is a markup language. There are several markup languages. HTML is one of them. Okay, so right, let me just add one more paragraph. So right, we hope this application helps you explore the power of data and machine learning interactively. Okay, just statement. Of course, this statement doesn't make any sense because we are not learning machine learning in this session. But just we wanted to write something. Okay, now we are going to have feedback section. Feedback section. Feedback section. So we are going to place a header. We value your. So let me use title case. We value your feedback. Value your feedback. Okay, right. And of course, we are going to create a feedback form in a moment. Okay, please take a moment to share your feedback, your suggestions, and comments will help us improve this application. Okay, improve this application. So, okay, right, keep that in mind. Now let's create the feedback form directly. Okay, let's create the feedback form. So we have some text now. So let's have a feedback form. Okay, let me just put a feedback form. Feedback form. Okay, right, right. So feedback form. Feedback form. Okay. Now in the feedback form, first we will take name field. Name is a text. Then we'll take email field. Email is also text. Okay. Then we'll take selection box field for what type of feedback you want to give, general feedback or feature request feedback or bug report or other. Then we'll give a text area where a person can type something. Okay, type something. Right. So let's add these 4 fields. One for name, another for email, other for feedback type, and other for text area. Okay, 4 elements. So first we are going to create name. So name field. So it is a text field. So it's called text input. Text input. Okay. So your name. Simply will write your name. So that's it. Actually, this is enough. You can see your name, but inside this, you want to put some placeholder. If you want to have some placeholder, okay, you can also do that. So write placeholder parameter, place holder, placeholder parameter. So in the placeholder parameter, we write enter your email. Sorry, enter your name. So let's have enter your name. That's it. So you can see the placeholder here. So you see a placeholder, light font, which is just a placeholder. It just appears there, but there is nothing. The moment you start typing, it will disappear. So enter your name. That is the first, control you want to place. Then for email, okay, we are going to use again the text input for email. Okay, that is your email, and we'll use the same placeholder here. Okay, so placeholder, that is enter your email address. Enter your email address. Okay, then after the email, we will have selection box. Okay, from the drop down, select box, not selection box, it's a select box. From the drop down, we'll select what type of feedback we want to give. So that will be stored in a variable called feedback type, and we use select box. Okay, select box and type of um, feedback, and that's there are several types. So we can have general type, general feedback, or let me put the word feedback here. Okay. General feedback, and then feature request, feature request. Okay, you may ask for a feature in this website. Okay, then bug report. So when you use this app, you're getting bug report, bug. So and other. So right. So let me save all these things. I'll just close this. Let me save this. So I can see email. So enter your email address, enter your name, and for this feedback we have general feedback, feature request, bug report, and other. Okay, we'll talk about those things in a while. And now feedback, the the text that you want to enter. Okay, feedback. That's feedback. So this is going to be a text area, not text input. It is going to be text area. So feedback text area. So we'll have your feedback, your feedback, and placeholder equal to share your thoughts here. Okay, so let's have this one. So you can see a text area. Okay, you can enter the text area. So once you have text area, that's not the end of it. So you need a button. Okay, you need a button so that email, a name, email, and the feedback type and feedback text can be stored somewhere. Okay, or can be stored for future access. Okay, so for that we need button. So we use button function to create a button, and button name will be submit feedback. This will be the button name. Okay, and if it is there, and once the submit feedback is there, we should check whether somebody entered their name or email and email, and otherwise we'll ask them to enter name and email. Okay, so right, if name is something and email is something, and also they should enter something for feedback. They may not choose feedback type, but they should enter for something for this feedback. This area is assigned to feedback variable. Okay, and uh, feedback. So only when these three areas are filled, name, email, and feedback. Only when these three areas are filled, so we'll print success. Okay, so this will print thank you, and we'll give the name of the person, thank you name. Okay, and your feedback has been submitted successfully. Submitted successfully. This is success message, and then we write after success message. We'll write, we appreciate your input, and we'll get back to you soon if needed. Okay, right. So if somebody doesn't enter any one of these three, name, email, or feedback, then else we'll give a warning. Okay, warning is please complete all fields before submitting your feedback. Okay, so that's what you need to print. And after that, so once you are done with this, so the next thing we are going to do is we are going to create a contact form. Okay, contact information. So we took the name, email, and feedback. Now we need another section, that is contact information. But let's say I click on submit. So here I'll save this. Let me click on submit. It says please complete all the fields before submitting the things. So I enter my name and I click submit. I still see the same error. I enter my email ID. Okay, this is my email ID. So still I see the same error. See, this doesn't disappear. So I have to fill all the fields, name, email, and feedback. Okay, I need to learn some elements from this application. Okay, right. Let me click on feedback. Now it says, thank you, Ravi, for your feedback. Has been submitted successfully. We appreciate your input and we'll get back to you soon as needed. So that's what we did. Now let's get into other component. Okay, that is contact information. So we are going to have contact information. Okay, so contact information, contact information. So header. So contact us. So this is the next thing we have to do, and we'll just do some write up using write function. As I told you, write is the most powerful of all the functions. So if you have any questions and need assistance, feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out. Okay. So then, okay, after this, I want to put 3 bullet points. So first one is email. So you can have see this application is developed by me. So I'll write my email address at Invictus Engineers. Okay.com. So of course, then we have a phone number. So the phone is, I just write some phone number 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, this is my phone number. Of course, that's not my phone number. Okay, and let's say website. So the website is we want to create a web link. So we'll write the friendly name here. Visit our website, and in the parenthesis, I write the web link name. HTTPS. Okay, Invictus Engineers.com. Okay, right. So we have done with this web, with this web application. So you can see email ID is a hyperlink, and when you click on visit our website, when you right click and open it new page, so you can see it takes us to Invictus Engineers. So this is the application. Okay, right. So you can create a lot of things without using HTML tags. The point is you can do a lot of wonderful things without using HTML tags. Right. Now that's really good. Okay, but this is not the end of our session. Okay, so now this much of code is too much. So what we'll do is we'll take each page. Okay, so first I'll take code for home page. Okay, so I'll take code for home page, and this is the content for home page. Then this is home page content. So I'll cut this, but before that I'll open a new page, a new file. So in this, I'll just cut that from here there, I'll paste it in this new page. So I can see one function here, home. Okay, that is a function, and there is no other function in this page. Okay, so I'm going to save this file as page1.py. So in the page one we have home this thing home. So page one has home function. Okay, and page two has data dashboard function. We didn't yet save it. We are going to save it now. Page two will contain the data dashboard function. We just select everything. Control X. So we'll save it here. Page 2 is page2.py. It contains data dashboard. This is another file in the same folder. Okay. Then third file is going to be, okay. So here I want to take this and I want to store it in a page called page 3. File called page 3. Okay, I'll open a new page, new file. Control X. Okay, it saves. So page3.py. Page3.py. Okay, and then we'll take the fourth function for fourth page. Okay, so I'll just cut this and we'll paste it in a new file. Okay, so it's a new file. So we save it as page 4. Page4.py. Okay, and finally, I'll take this today's session. We'll store it in a page 5. This is what we did today. Control X, and we'll store it in a page 5. So page5.py. Okay, right. So what are we going to do now? Okay, so I'm going to remove all this unnecessary space. Unnecessary space. Okay, of course there are some limitations. I'm going to address those limitations. Yeah. So first thing is we need to import all the page 1, import page 2, import page 3, import page 4, import page 5. We import all the files. That is the first thing we do, and so it throws an error. No worries. Home page is from page 1, so type page1.home. Okay, we have fixed home page, and data dashboard is from page 2, page2 dot data dashboard, and AI models is from page 3. So let's save it, and then interactive tools are from page 4. Save it, and finally about and feedback is from page 5. Page 5 dot save it. Okay, so it says there are some errors in each of these files. Okay, of course that is common. Okay, so the reason there are errors is this very simple reason. So we have imported all the pages, page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, but in each page we don't have these libraries. We need to add these libraries. not pages, but these libraries should be present in each page. So if you take, for example, page 5 in the line 2, okay, so about and feedback, okay, there is title dot feedback. That file, that line is not working. Why? Because so we don't have, it doesn't have, it has a problem at line 2 because this library is not important. So I'll just take all these libraries, I'll paste them in each of these files. So I'll copy this. Of course, I don't need to paste it in every file, but you may think how to open so many files. I'll tell you how to open so many files. So Control, so from Notepad, okay, you go to this Streamlit folder, okay, choose all files, choose page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, select all the files, okay. Now we have all the files here. So add those libraries to all those files, right? Add the libraries to all those files, right? Add the libraries to all those files. That's it. We are done. So little tweaking is needed, okay. So add the libraries to all the files. So we save everything. So we save this, we save this, and we save this, we save this, we save this, okay, right. Now you see everything is back. Everything is back. By simply saving the files, everything is back. Okay, so we have made this application modular. Okay, so now what is missing in this thing? Okay, so what is missing? That is the question. So now the question is how to make, or how to add login credentials, or how to make how to add login and logout features. Okay, we need to use logout features, logout features to the 5 pages. That is a question. That is a question we need to ask ourselves. Okay, so how do we do it? So that is the question, and it's very simple. It's very simple. So we have all the functions in separate pages. So we need to add login feature. Okay, so what do we need for the login feature? That is the question. Okay, so whatever we did so far is very simple. Now what we are going to do now, it is complex. So to add login and logout features to our Streamlit application, we have to use Streamlit Authenticator library. Okay, that library provides a easy way to implement user authentication. Okay, this library supports, the Streamlit Authenticator library supports login, logout, and secure session management. Okay, secure session management. So let's add login and logout features. The first thing is we need to install, okay, two libraries. Okay, let's do that here. So I'll go to command prompt. I want to install two libraries. One is pip install, that is Streamlit Authenticator. This is one thing, and the second thing is Bcrypt. Okay, these are the two libraries you need to install. Very essential libraries. These are the two libraries. Okay, so now on this PC, I have installed them previously, and later I uninstalled them. Now we are reinstalling it. Okay, two libraries are installed. Okay, that's number one. Okay. Okay, that's what number one. So it is installing. It's downloading and installing. Let it do its work. So because it is important, without downloading, we cannot install it. Right. So we are done with the installation, but it says there is some error. So let's check out what's the error. Okay. So let's look at the error. Error could not install packages due to OS error Win32. The process cannot access the file because it's being used by another user. Okay. The file is script streamlit.exe. So somebody else is using this file. It is. So that means I need to end the existing running application. Okay. So I need to run this existing running application. I'll end it. I press Ctrl C. Now let me reinstall it. So I'll just reinstall everything. Let's see if I see any error. We'll try to handle it. Okay, everything is installed successfully. So now we have two libraries which can be used for authentication. Okay, so that is Streamlit Authenticator library and Bcrypt library. These are the two libraries we have. So we need to understand these two libraries. Okay, so let's create a hashed password. Hashed passwords. So our hashed password file, let's call it as hashed password file. Okay, so we need to create a password file. Okay, so and password should be securely hashed. We can use the bcrypt library to generate hashes for our passwords. So I'm going to create a small page. Okay. Okay. So right. So I'm going to create a small page for passwords. It's a new file. So in this we'll import bcrypt bcrypt crypt. Okay, that's number one. Then so I'll just add example for hashing a password. We want to hash a password. In other words, simply keep this in mind. You want to create a password. Password is equal to, so your password. Okay, then hashed password. So you have to hash the password. Okay, so by uh, bcrypt and this has a function called hash pw, which is hash password. So now using this, we have to use the password which is created above. Okay, and encode it. But while encoding, make sure you use UTF encoding. Okay, so Unicode characters. Use Unicode characters for encoding. That's what you do. Okay, uh, that's what number one. Then after that, let's write the comma. So here, after that, so we'll use again bcrypt library, and we use a function called gensalt. I'll explain this. Decode using the same UTF encoding. Okay, then we'll print hashed password. Okay, this is the file we need to create first. Okay, create a hashed password. So this is what you have to do first. Okay, so now we have a password. Your password. Okay, we created a hashed password. Okay, so and we will print the hashed password. Okay, So let's save this hashed passwords for our users. We'll save this file. Okay. Now we have to modify the Streamlit app code, update the Streamlit application to include login and logout functionality. We need to do that. Okay. So let's include login and logout things. Okay. Login, logout elements. So what I do is, so this file, we can save it somewhere. Okay. Or else we can, if you want to just print it, you can also print it if you want to print it, because it's a simple Python file. So let's call it as hashed.py. I just execute it. So this is our hashed password. You see, the password is very complex. So the password that we typed is your password, but when it's hashed, it became very complex. Don't worry about it. Okay. So now we need to update the code with login and logout. So what we are going to do is, I'll just close it, close this one. So we have our regular file. This is the regular file. So we have all the imports here. Okay. So we all have all the import. One more import is import Streamlit authenticator. Authenticator. So as let's call it as stauth. Stauth. Okay. So now here immediately we are going to add user credentials. Okay. So we need to define user credentials, username, hash password names, and all those things we have to specify here. So let's do that. I'm sorry. Let's do that. So first step is define user credentials. Okay. So like username and hashed passwords and names. Okay. We'll create a username. The first thing is we'll take a dictionary of users, or we'll take a JSON data for users. Okay. Usernames. No, this is usernames, more than one user. And inside it, we'll take the first user. The name of the user is Anand Kumar. Anand Kumar. Okay, and we'll set the name for this user. Name is Anand Kumar. So this is the name. Okay, then password for this user is we can give the hashed password. So let me execute this. Okay, the hashed password. We'll copy this hashed password. The password is going to be very complex. It is hash password. Okay, so okay, this is hash password. Password. When somebody looks at the page, they will not understand what is the password. It's password. Okay, and we use this brace. We'll close it. Okay, And after that, we'll have a second user. The second username is, let's say, uh, uh, Kiran Krishna. So that is the second username. So this second username is name Kiran Krishna, and password. So we'll use the same password, same hashtag. Okay, same hashed password. Okay, we can also put comma after this hashed password if you wish to. It is a convention to do that, but it's not required. But it's a convention to do that. So same hashed password. Okay, right. After that, okay, we'll close it. Okay, we need only two users. Okay, and of course this is an element. So at the end of this element, we'll have a comma. At the end of this element, we have a comma. Then we'll close the usernames. Then finally, we'll close the users itself. Okay, we have two users. Usernames Anand Kumar, Kiran Krishna, and their usernames are Anand Kumar and Kiran Krishna, and their passwords are same. Okay, right. Now we need to configure the sorry guys, we need to configure Streamlit Authenticator. Okay, let's do that. So this is the step 2. Configure Streamlit Authenticator. Okay, so authenticator equal to, okay, so stauth that we have imported, stauth which we have imported, stauth which we have imported. Okay, so authenticate so now credentials, users are going to be credentials. Okay, so credentials are going to be credentials. Just like looking at the spelling. Okay, users and cookie name. Okay, don't worry about cookie name. So my app cookie name. Okay, this is customizable. This is the cookie name, and then we have key. We'll have a key. So that key is A, B, C, D, E, F. Just a key. It can be anything. So customizable secret key for cookie encryption. Customizable secret key for cookie encryption. Key encryption and cookie expiry days equal to 30 days. It will be stored there for 30 days. In 30 days, the session will expire. Expiration. Okay. So cookie. These are the different parameters. Cookie expiry days. So after this, I'll close this parameter. Close this parameter. Okay, right. We're done with this. Third one is the login widget. Okay, so the third one is we need a login, right? login box and all those things. Login widget. We need a login widget. So name, authentication, status. I'll just check out the spelling. Yeah, authentication status. Okay, and username. Okay, equal to authenticator. Okay, login, authenticator login, login main. Okay, right. So this far we have come. Okay, and we need to use few more steps. Okay, and we need to use few more steps, just a few more steps. So that is, we'll write a if condition. If authentication status. So that means when the user login successfully, user successfully logged in, user successfully logged in. So authenticator. If there are any spelling mistakes, we'll rectify it. So you can also log out. If there are any spelling mistakes, we'll rectify it. Log out. The user successfully logs in, you can log out. Okay, and we can have it on sidebar. Okay, we'll try to understand. So add logout button in the sidebar, and also on the sidebar. So we'll have a we'll write something like this. So welcome. The user logs in. We'll have a username. User will be welcomed. Username. Welcome. Name. Yeah. I know this is very tedious for most of us. Right. So we are done with this. So let me save it. This is saved. So let's go back to this application. Okay. Let's go back to the command prompt and we'll run the same command. So that we have used earlier, which we have used earlier. Yeah. So it loads the page. Yeah, there is a spelling mistake. Okay, authenticator, import invalid syntax, s auth. So just a spelling mistake. I'll just check for the spelling mistake here. So nothing much. AUTHEN. Okay, TICATOR. There is no problem in this line. So what could be the problem? Let's save it. Let me run it again. Okay. So running mode. Okay. Missing script run context. This warning can be ignored when running in bar mode. Okay, of course. Main thread. Main thread. Main thread. Okay, that's not a problem. But you need to say something. I'm sorry. The mistake is I should have used underscore there. Okay, that is a mistake. Right. Now let's read out. Okay. Small mistakes, these kind of mistakes will happen. And we'll rectify other mistakes also because we created everything on the fly. So there will be a lot of mistakes. We want to give us, yeah, sidebar unrendered. So it couldn't render the sidebar. So in line 44, okay, we have a problem. So line 44 we have a problem. We are in the line 60. This is line 46, line 44. So add login widget. So let me just check here. So line 44, name, then we have authentication status, and username, is equal to authenticator, authenticator, spelling correct only, login, okay, and login main. Okay, this is where the problem is. So name, authentication status, login. So what is the problem here? It is a module problem. Authentication status. Okay. Authenticator.login. Module. This module is not. Location must be one of main or sidebar or unrendered. Okay. Just looking at the error. So this error is not common. Location must be one of sidebar unrendered. Okay, the problem is here. It is in the library. Authentication.view. The file has a problem. Authentication.view file. So I think small mistake. There is no possibility of a mistake here. The problem is not with the code. The problem is with the installation actually. Authentication installation. Authenticator. Spelling is absolutely right. .login. So then login. No spelling mistake. No double quote mistake. Nowhere. Okay. Let me save it again. Authentication status. Maybe here it is problematic. Authenticator. Authenticate. There is no problem here also. Authenticate. Then we have credentials, users, cookie name, key, ABCDEF, cookie expiry days 30. Yeah, there is no problem here. Here there are no problems. So this is one user, comma, the second user. Okay, we don't need comma here because users has one element. So we don't need of comma. There is some problem. Not with our code, guys. Problem is not with the code. So it is talking about some file. Okay, the file is here in the Python 3.10. This is causing the problem. Okay, so let me just check. Python. Yeah. Okay, so there is no problem here. The problem is not here. Streamlit Authenticator, the spelling is also right, exactly right. Authenticator. So we have installed it. Okay. So, and everything else is okay. Actually, there is nothing wrong. We are done with it because there is nothing new I need to add here. So everything that we have done is part of this up to here. But the problem is here. Authentication status. Okay. So what should be authentication status? Mhm. Let's see. Main sidebar unrendered. Let's write all those three words. Main sidebar unrendered. It makes not much difference actually. Yeah, it gave a login, but still will have an error. Okay, you can see error is still there. It gives the login. Okay, so this is the login authenticator, but it won't fix the error. Name authentication status user login. Right, there is a problem here. Main. Okay, right. So unpack non-iteratable this thing. Yeah. Login. Okay, login then. Unrendered. Let's remove the rendered. Okay, let's enter the name. Anand Kumar. Password. Your yeah, what is correct, but yeah, it is same. It's same. Okay, so yeah, so we are almost done. Credentials, username, email. That's problem, not a problem. It's not a problem. So we are almost done, guys. Only one thing, they have either they have changed it or there is an installation problem on my PC. I presume most probably it is installation problem. Then let's see if it is installation problem or not. Let me check it. Okay, guys, we'll stop it here. I want to stop it here. We'll connect some other time to explore the remaining. The reason I want to stop it here is the problem is with the installation of the library. So there could be some compatibility issue. So I can check here. So we can clearly check. It is pointing to not just this file. It already pointed to other file also. We'll stop it here. So okay, I want to stop it here. The reason is, take this as a challenge and you can contact us. Okay, you can contact Invictus engineers to find a complete application code, and they will give you the full application code.